How to get rid of fleas fast and cheap. I live in a forest area in São Paulo, and I have many dogs. Sometimes born many puppies. Puppies usually have more fleas than to adult dogs. I use the various chemicals and insecticides to stop fleas in both dogs and the environment. To eliminate fleas, it is very important to know your organic cycle. Since only 5% of the population of fleas is on the animal, the remaining 95% are the environment in its different phases: eggs, larvae, and the pupae. For every flea that we see, we have in the environment about 16 pupae, 24 larvae, and 56 eggs. On the internet, we found many sites with guidelines to control the flea population. It proposes to apply chemicals in the environment and also various products to be applied in animals. Many of these sites are sponsored by laboratories that produce product anti-fleas. And solutions that meet small residences are generally expensive and insufficient in larger areas. These proposals are also inefficient to attack all stages of fleas. For example, the pupa forms a protective shell which protects it from many products. The eggs are hidden in protective and small cracks in the floor for months until the born of flea. As I said earlier, pups in a contaminated environment are taken by fleas that seriously compromise their growth and health. Disappointed with these proposals, I sought solutions that were at least low cost. I and my wife were scared with the amount of fleas that had infested the puppies. Our first reaction was bathing the dogs with shampoo against flea. Initially, we leave soaps the puppy for 10 minutes. After rinsed and dried, where a few dozen fleas were still alive. To improve the result, we increased the time at 15 minutes, but always putting a little warm water to puppy doesn't feel cold. With the rising period, only survive a few units. Considering we have many puppies, and the beds give much work, about half an hour for each puppy, we try another solution. We made some hole in the nozzle on a vacuum cleaner and began to suck the fleas. We realized that brushing the back, we send the fleas to the abdomen, where the hairlessness facilitated his aspiration. I told you ago about the resistance of pupae, larvae, and eggs to chemicals, always very expensive. To eliminate fleas in the environment, we tried several alternatives: soap water, water and vinegar, and even bleach. As the result were frustrating, we had to turn from water to fire. We decided to burn the eggs, larvae, and the pupae. using a gas torch which had its elongated cable to turn into a fire broom. We have swept the areas used by dogs, especially that where they sleep. We observed that on the floor along with the jet of fire, we see sparks and small dots red hot, probably eggs, larvae, and pupae. In addition, we observe hair from the dogs that exude smell characteristic. It's very important to remember that whenever we work with fire, must be very careful to prevent accidents. You should stay away from flammable materials and always having a fire extinguisher nearby, or at least a bucket of water for emergencies. It's also important to avoid the presence of children and animals. We used fire broom a few times, and the results were amazing, far superior to traditional methods. With some experience, it's possible to scan 1 square meter in 1 minute. The great advantage of this alternative is your very low cost. For the total elimination of fleas, it's worth to remembering that, as the egg hatch every 6 days, you should repeat the operation after this period. Well, I hope this information will help you control of fleas in your home. Thanks for watching.